the government is not aware of Bitcoin relevance at all. As a politician trying to push this agenda in general, I think it's better not to pick sides too explicitly.
I remember the speech of Donald Trump last year where he always mentioned Bitcoin and crypto, not to piss off both parties.
Yes.
Is that
where we are? That's where we are.
Bitcoin is being drawn more and more into the polarization in politics. Like in Germany, for example, if the AfD proposes one thing, the others have to be against it by default.
Yeah.
Is it similar with your party?
Cheers.
Thanks for your time. What's the state of Bitcoin adoption in Holland?
Well, there's wide adoption amongst consumers, citizens, much higher, I believe, than amongst most other European countries. But the government is not aware of Bitcoin relevance at all, crypto in general. So I've been trying to push that narrative in Parliament, through politics, and I'll continue to do so. But it's in its early stages, I would say.
Yeah, you're the only one pushing it, or your party is the only party pushing it?
Yes, but we just had elections, and yesterday the new Parliament was installed, and I haven't checked the profiles yet of all my new colleagues. So I will look into if they have a financial background or a technological background, and maybe I'll find allies among different parties. But as of now, it was very difficult to find allies amongst other parties.
And in your own parties?
In my own party, we are the crypto party of the Netherlands. We've been involved in pushing also NFTs in networks of people, trying to make people aware. First of all, the problem of fiat money and endless printing, and second, how crypto technology properly implemented can shield us against CBDC and safeguard privacy and peer-to-peer transactions without government control.
Yeah, but have you heard that Bitcoiners actually want to make a very clear distinction between crypto and Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the only real decentralized coin that the others have all kinds of promises that cannot really be backed up. Would you agree with that, or are you more open to?
I agree with the observation that there's a tension there, but as a politician trying to push this agenda in general, I think it's better not to pick sides too explicitly. I think if you're trying to make a move and get people to think about certain trends, it's better not to always be too outspoken.
Yeah, I understand. I remember the speech of Donald Trump last year where he always mentioned Bitcoin and crypto, not to piss off both parties.
Yes.
Is that
where we are? That's where we are. So, but this is an international movement, and 5 years ago we had no idea where we would be now. So within 5 years, things will look very, very different, and it will be more clear to people what the distinctions are, I think.
Yeah. So you gained more votes, as far as I'm.
Our party is growing, fastly growing, actually rapidly growing. We were already the largest party in terms of members. We've been that for many years. So we've got a tremendous community of over 60,000 paying members. That's double the amount of members of AfD, by the way, in Germany. So that it really, and the Netherlands obviously is a much smaller country. So it's really very significant. And this base of members, we're going to try to work with them also, just not through Parliament, but also through societal initiatives. Yeah. And that can also be a force in implementing and adopting cryptos and Bitcoin.
Exactly. And what would you do if you could decide? What would you do with regards to adopting Bitcoin?
Well,
strategic reserve, for example.
Yeah, I think that's from a financial perspective, that's a good idea. I think one of the two major challenges for Bitcoin specifically, but also for the crypto community more generally, are, or maybe let's say three, are volatility of value. Second is the peer-to-peer element. So is it only going to be digital gold, or is it going to be peer-to-peer digital cash still? And the third one is privacy. And that's what the debates here are focusing about. So I think the conference is very, very interesting, and we need more conferences like these. We need books, we need people writing about this, but those are the challenges for moving forward.
Yeah. And last question. I see that Bitcoin is being drawn more and more into the polarization in politics. Like in Germany, for example, if the AfD proposes one thing, the others have to be against it by default.
Yeah.
Is it similar with your party, and how are you going to deal with that? Is it better to maybe be against it? So
right, yeah. We hate crypto, we hate Bitcoin, and everyone's going to support it. No. Actually, I think our party, Forum for Democracy, is currently much better situated than we've been for many years. We were the only ones speaking out against COVID lockdowns, and that gave us a sort of isolation position. But that's broken now. We are. So, for example, yesterday I managed to bring together a majority in Parliament supporting thorium nuclear reactors. Thorium is a very innovative form of energy creation. And so I really think that we have a very good starting position now to lobby as well for wider adoption of crypto and Bitcoin. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see what we can achieve.
So the firewall is crumbling.
Yes,
okay,
definitely.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Great pleasure. Thank you.